Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to dive into the fascinating story of a motorcycle brand that has captured the hearts of millions worldwide, Royal Enfield. Legendary. Our story starts in 1891 in Redditch, England, where two men, George Townsend and Albert Eadie, founded the Enfield Cycle Company. They initially focused on making parts for bicycles, but soon they started making bicycles themselves. In 1893, they produced their first Enfield bicycle. They added Royal to their name after securing a contract to supply weapons to the British Army, becoming Royal Enfield. Their slogan, "Made like a gun," came from this association, symbolizing strength, durability, and reliability. Royal Enfield's journey with motorcycles began in 1901. They created their first motorcycle by fitting a small engine onto a bicycle frame. This was a simple machine, but it marked the beginning of a legendary ride. Over the next few years, Royal Enfield refined its motorcycles, adding more powerful engines and advanced designs. By the 1920s, Royal Enfield was already gaining popularity in Britain. It became known for producing reliable, strong motorcycles that could handle tough conditions. During World War II, Royal Enfield's reputation grew even stronger. The British government needed tough, dependable vehicles for its soldiers, and Royal Enfield was up for the job. They produced a motorcycle called the Flying Flea, a lightweight bike that could be dropped by parachute behind enemy lines. The Flying Flea was small, agile, and perfect for war conditions. Soldiers and military personnel appreciated Royal Enfield motorcycles for their durability and ease of repair, which earned the brand even more respect. After World War II, Royal Enfield motorcycles were still popular in the UK, but the real growth story happened in India. In the 1950s, the Indian government was looking for motorcycles for its police and military forces. They wanted tough bikes that could handle the rugged terrain of India. Royal Enfield's 350cc Bullet model was selected, and the government placed an order for these sturdy machines. By 1955, Royal Enfield had partnered with an Indian company, Madras Motors, to assemble these motorcycles in India. This marked the beginning of Royal Enfield's strong connection with India. The 1970s and 1980s were tough years for Royal Enfield. The brand was still beloved in India, but sales were dropping and other motorcycle brands were gaining popularity. Royal Enfield's designs were considered outdated, and there was a need for change. However, Royal Enfield stayed resilient. The Bullet model, especially, had a cult following and loyal riders who loved its rugged, classic design and the iconic thump of its engine. This loyalty kept Royal Enfield alive through difficult times. In 1994, an Indian company called the Eicher Group took over Royal Enfield. Siddhartha Lal, a young and passionate businessman, played a key role in reviving the brand. He believed in the potential of Royal Enfield and wanted to turn it into a global name. Under his leadership, the company modernized its manufacturing processes, improved the reliability of its motorcycles, and launched new models that retained the classic charm of Royal Enfield, but with better technology and performance. This marked the beginning of Royal Enfield's transformation into a global brand. Royal Enfield is not just a motorcycle brand, it's a lifestyle and a community. Siddhartha Lal focused on creating a community around the brand, connecting riders through events, group rides, and clubs. Events like the Himalayan Odyssey became popular, attracting riders who wanted to explore tough terrains on their Enfields. The Royal Enfield community became like a family, bound together by a shared love for riding. This unique bond helped Royal Enfield stand out in the motorcycle industry. As Royal Enfield gained popularity in India, it also set its sights on the international market. The company opened showrooms in Europe, the United States, and other parts of the world, showcasing Royal Enfield's classic appeal. They introduced new models like the Classic 350 and Classic 500, inspired by the vintage look of earlier Enfields, but with updated engineering. Later, they introduced the Continental GT and the Himalayan. a rugged adventure bike designed for rough terrain. These models attracted a global audience and brought new energy to the brand. Today, Royal Enfield is seen as a symbol of classic style and simplicity in a world full of complex, high-tech motorcycles. It has a loyal fan base, from everyday commuters to adventure riders and collectors. Royal Enfield's bikes are still known for their distinct look, the iconic thump sound, and a unique riding experience. Even as it innovates and expands, Royal Enfield stays true to its roots. The company continues to produce motorcycles that capture the essence of open-road freedom and adventure. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the story of Royal Enfield. If you enjoyed learning about the history of Royal Enfield, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you love most about Royal Enfield? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Ride safe and keep exploring.